That is awesome, dude. Look how red he is. That's real animal style right there.
Look at that.
That is a day maker, baby. Oh, look at that.
Real Animals, presented by Contender Boats.
Today I'm fishing with my good friend Captain TJ Stewart. We're fishing out of beautiful Bradenton, Florida, and we've got a beautiful sunrise, beautiful morning to get on the water. Hey gang, today I'm in beautiful Bradenton, Florida, not far from my hometown, fishing with my good friend Captain TJ Stewart. TJ, what's the plan today?
Well, we left the cast net at home, and we're gonna go use some artificial, probably mirror lures,
yep.
And you know, my favorite bait for sure, and see what we can make happen. We don't have the best tides and stuff like that, but you know, and when you're using mirror lures, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Should be a great day on the water. I'm looking forward to it. You know, Bradenton offers so much great fishing. You got some great rivers right there, so there's some fantastic dock fishing. There's some great fishing way up the rivers. But on this day, TJ had us sliding back into some backcountry stuff that lines the shoreline there, and it was just a beautiful morning. You know, every time I fish with TJ, I get excited because he's one of the best anglers on the west coast of Florida, and you get that opportunity, and he starts to drive you back into the backcountry there, and you know things are going to get interesting. What's the plan here, TJ?
The plan is to hopefully get a bite, catch fish here real quick. We're just set up on this cove. There's a bunch of mullet with this outgoing tide set up, and you know, you can see them kind of jumping all out here. And a lot of times there's a lot of redfish and you know, just a lot of activity around the mullet. So hopefully get a bite, and you know, there's been some snook and redfish laying in here, so see if we can get them to cooperate this morning.
You know, TJ, like myself, we're both big mirror lure guys, and so today I knew we were going to try and work some mirror lures. We were going to have a little bit of change of the tide going on. The tide's going to be going out, so we were going to start early working some mangrove shorelines and then drop off into some troughs. And you know, TJ's awfully good. He's one of the best pro tournament red fishermen in the country. He wins a lot of tournaments throwing artificial, so I'm looking forward to picking up some tricks from the man today. Whatever it is that's coming at me doing 10. Little trout, yep.
Troutlet?
Little trout.
Hey, you broke the ice anyways.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a game fish anyway.
Uh-huh.
Well, we said, you know, it's one of those mornings just throwing plastic, snook, redfish, trout.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to catch.
You never know what you're going to get out here.
Oh, and a perfect
release. I like it.
I like that too. No touchy. Today we're throwing two of my favorite mirror lure baits. We're throwing jigs, soft plastics, and we're throwing mirror lure Little Johns, which is a great bait. One of my favorite colors called molting. That's a color that TJ Stewart actually turned me on to, and it works really good. I've used them in a bunch of different water conditions and colors, and it's fantastic. And then I'm a big paddle tail guy, and mirror lure makes a bait called the marsh minnow, and it's a fantastic paddle tail. Great for, again, all kinds of different species. Puts that little paddle and that vibration in the water, and fish just can't resist it. It's an amazing bait.
Uh-oh. I finally got one. I had to pull the power pole up.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, little red dog. That's a nice
red dog.
fish. Atta boy.
Well, that's what I was fishing for, you know.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you know, I don't know about you, but I wasn't fishing for no trout, so that's why it took me a little bit. I'm sorry.
We kind of figured they'd be in here, though, with all the mullet.
Man, I mean, you know.
That water falling out the way it did, or the way it is.
Absolutely. Nice little fish, too.
Nice fish. Okay. Did you go back to the Little John there?
Yes, I did.
That's a tough bait to beat.
Man, I kept getting bites on it. You know, those trout.
Such a tough little bait. Come here, Pumpkin.
It doesn't get much better, man, you know?
You know what I like about that? The best is the bite.
The bite.
Because the redfish just thumps it.
It does.
Pins it right to the bottom.
It absolutely does. Right there in the corner of the mouth, just like you want it.
Chill out, Pumpkin. Oh.
Need an assist?
Oh, I got it, buddy.
Assist on the assist?
Redfish opener, that a boy, TJ Stewart.
I hear that.
For me, that molting is a great color whenever you see a lot of mullet action in the area. You know, big mullet, small mullet. It's got kind of that brown, white belly color to it. If you ever watch a school of mullet working around on a flat, you'll see belly flashes. You see nothing because you're over that dark kind of mud bottom and the grass. And then as they roll a little bit, you see that white belly flash. And I think that's what you get in that molting color. Again, they make it in the paddle tails, they make it in the Little John XL. MirrOlure does a great job with that stuff. So it's really, really a neat color for the conditions we were fishing today.
Real Animals is brought to you by Quantum Fishing Reels. Outsmart, outfish, outlast. Ray Marine, simply superior. MirrOlure, turn on the bite. Ingle, high performance coolers.
Yeah, it's really one of the nice things about MirrOlure, the company in general. You know, they've got you covered in so many ways. They're hard baits, the MirrOlure Mirrodine, their top waters, the She Dog, the She Pup. They're just great overall baits. The jigs, you know, Eric Bachnick, the owner of MirrOlure, he's done such great work at covering everything you need. They've got bigger paddle tails in the marsh minnow, they've got smaller paddle tails, they've got the Little John, and then they came out with the Little John XL, which gives you pretty much the same presentation as the Little John, but just in a little bigger version when maybe the fish are feeding on bigger baits. It's just a very versatile line. They're tough baits too. You know, if you get into a crazy bite, the last thing you want to have to do is dig in your pocket or dig in your tackle box to put another piece of plastic on. But with the MirrOlures being such a tough lure, you can catch a lot of fish on one bait. That means more time in the water for your lure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, can I get him? Can I land him?
You can do it.
That is the question. Ooh, not a bad fish either.
Oh, you say good fish, huh? Atta boy.
Oh, which one's the power pole?
The little one. Nice snooker, atta boy. A little better snooker.
Yeah, a little better.
I think you were
A little better fish though.
just trying to show me up.
Got to, man.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Look how pretty that fish is, though.
Well, he is way bigger than yours.
He's way bigger. At least twice as big. Twice as big. Huh? Old MirrOlure Little John getting her done.
Yeah, man, you know it.
You know, snook for us here on the west coast of Florida is probably, you know, besides maybe tarpon, one of our premier game fish. They're really, really tasty. Limits are pretty tight, which is a good thing because they can be overfished pretty easy. The fishery here on the west coast of Florida, especially around Tampa Bay, Sarasota, Bradenton, we have a lot of angling pressure. So it's best if you can work some shorelines, catch some unsuspecting fish. Once those fish move out to the passes and get on the beaches, sometimes they can get a little more weary, and you got to use maybe some lighter leader and some different tactics. But on this day, snook bite was probably going to shape up to be pretty good.
There he is.
Atta boy.
Oh, I think I got your flounder.
That'll work.
No.
Flounder will work. There's nothing the old MirrOlure won't catch.
That's right. A big old redfish. I like
I
it.
was gonna say, that's a nice fish. Another red dog. Boy, the Little John is killing it.
Yeah, man.
Nice redfish, atta boy.
We were watching those fish. They looked like they were blasting on baits.
I'll land your fish again.
Oh, man, I like it.
The least I could do. I may have to switch baits. Go straight Little
scared.
John, get away
That's
from
all it takes. Michael will outfish me. He'll catch 2 fish on one bait, and I'm like, all right, dude, I'm switching. That's what it takes, 2.
That's it.
2, and I can't take it anymore.
Another nice redfish, though. Well, and I'll tell you what, they just lump it. Come here, come here, come here. Relax. Look at that, huh?
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting to me when you get with a guy as talented as TJ is, because you hear all the, well, the tide's not that great and we got high pressure. And, you know, he's a couple redfish and a couple nice snook into the morning already.
Hey, man, it's all about the
It's all about the MirrOlure?
It's all about the MirrOlure, bro. Not me.
Passing the love, sharing the love, baby, sharing the love. Nice fish, TJ Stewart. Well done, buddy.
Nice fish.
The problem when you're fishing with a guy that's as talented as TJ is You know, you could spend almost your whole morning just taking fish off for TJ. The guy just doesn't miss bites. He's always right up on the bow. He knows right where he wants to be, right where he wants to present the baits. And he's just a little bit, he's got a little feisty in him, man. He wants to show you up. He's a great guy, great angler, great friend of mine, fun to fish with, tough to beat on a regular basis.
Real Animals is brought to you by South Seas Island Resort, Rolls Axle Trailers, built like no other, Bull Bay Rods, combined with Tango-free guides for a difference you can feel. Lazy Days RV, exclusive RV partner of the Real Animals Fishing Show.
You know, for many, many years, TJ and I, we fished side by side down in Boca Grande. It didn't take very long for me to notice that TJ can catch some fish. He's a fishy guy. You can kind of feel his passion for what he does. I don't think there's any place he'd rather be than on the water, putting people on fish, and it shows in his results. Oh, there he is.
Uh-oh. Ooh. What is that? Big trout?
No, I think it's a
Snook?
red dog.
Nah.
No?
I see snook. Maybe.
Oh,
Snook.
snook.
I didn't think
It
so.
was. The way he hit it and kind of stopped and didn't come out
Stay
right
down
away.
right out of the gate.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe it was a nice fish, though.
Nice fish, yeah.
Up thin, too. There ain't that much water right here.
Nice. There's little pockets. They're on this edge right here.
That color, that little John.
Let me give you a hand there.
I can't, well, you just keep fishing there,
All right,
sunshine.
all right.
I just need a redfish. TJ, you're catching them all. Nice little snooker. Look how dark his back is up here in that shallow, dark water. Back's pretty dark. A different color to that one than we had on the other one. Pretty fish though. Real dark back on it. Healthy fishery. Super fun on light tackle, boy. Mirror lure Little Johns. The marsh minnows, everything catching fish today. Come here. Floater. You know, I think one of the coolest parts about fishing in general, and I think all of us who love to fish have a couple of guys that you just love to go fishing with. And I don't think there's any better way to spend the day than when you get on the bow of a boat, you're working some shorelines, whether it's live bait or artificial, really doesn't matter. But just spending that time with a good friend, doing what you love to do. It's relaxing. It's a great time to get caught up on what's going on in life. And it's a great time for me personally. It's a place where I can go and just recharge my batteries and energize and refocus. And it's just a really neat opportunity. If it's something you haven't done in a while, I highly recommend you spend a little time on the water with a good friend, and it'll straighten you right up.
Ooh. There's nothing like that either, is there? I mean, they just yanked the
They
rod
hit
out of
it
here.
so hard.
Trout, not a bad trout either. He's just swimming at
He
you.
really just swam at me.
Wide open.
It's a better trout than
Yeah,
the
it's
trout we
definitely a
caught
better
this
trout.
morning. Yeah.
Let me give you some love. You want me to get, since you
Oh
got my
no,
redfish
I'll get
off?
it. You just,
You sure?
You just keep fishing, Pumpkin. You just keep fishing. That is a nicer trout, though. Snook trout and redfish. Gotta like it. Boop. Gotta love it.
Real Animals Tip of the Week is brought to you by Gator Gems Tackle, not just another tackle store.
Hey gang, this week's tip of the week, I want to introduce you to a great new reel from Quantum. It's the new Smoke S3. Absolutely a phenomenal reel. You know, I love the Smoke series the last couple of years. Light, durable. Well, guess what? They redid it, made it even better. They upgraded the drags in these. They upgraded the clutch in these. Better corrosion resistance, which was already amazing. This reel right here can get it done. Comes in 4 great sizes, a 25, a 30, a 40, and a 50. The 50s work great for light offshore work, big snapper, things like that. And then obviously your 25 and your 30, perfect for all your inshore stuff, snook, redfish, trout. You got that 40 class, that nice in-between class, lightweight, durable, great stuff that Quantum brings to the table in this new reel. The Quantum Smoke S3. Make sure you check them out. I've been absolutely blown away with these reels. You know, the old ones had a two-piece handle. From time to time, you'd have some issues with the handle. No more of that. One-piece handle. Again, super easy. They took some of the tweaks from the old Smoke. They tweaked it just a little bit. They got a couple new moves on this one. You got to check it out. If you like the old Smokes as much as I did, you'll love what they've done to the new Quantum S3. Check them out.
Real Animals is brought to you by Maui Jim, color, clarity, detail. Plantation on Crystal River. Pro Marine, quality marine engine parts overnight. CCA Florida and CCA Florida Star Tournament. Closed captioning provided by Gator Ford. This week's Tackle Box is brought to you by Cleanse Oil, America's original cleaner, lubricant, and protectant.
Today's Real Animals adventure, Captain TJ Stewart and I are throwing some artificial baits, some of our favorites. We're throwing our MirrOlure Little Johns and MirrOlure Marshmallows. You know, TJ's favorite bait that I'm aware of is this MirrOlure Little John. Just a great little bait. He loves this color, the molting. It's just a great color for mullet imitation, all that stuff in the backcountry where we were fishing. And then I like the marshmallow. This is a molting marshmallow as well. This is a great bait by MirrOlure. You can see the action on this tail is absolutely incredible. I like the molting color for sure. I also like the pearl. Pearl is one of my favorite colors for every estuary. A lot of the bait fish that you see in these estuaries all flash white. Pilchards and pinfish, mullet bellies are white, so I think the pearl works really, really well. I'm throwing the Real Animals Signature Series Bull Bay rod. It's 7 foot 2 inches long, and it's a medium power rod. This is a light rod, but great for artificials in the backcountry. Does a great job. Again, something you can throw all day long if you're throwing artificials is kind of what you want to have. You want to have a good backbone, fast action tip for working artificials. We're using 10-pound braided line here. We're using a 25-pound fluorocarbon leader. We're using 1/4-ounce jig heads. TJ liked to go with the naked color, if you will, the lead-headed color. I like the chartreuse in most applications, but today TJ definitely outfished me with the lead color head. We're using the Quantum Smoke 30 PT spinning reel. It's a great reel. Again, sizes up perfect on this Bull Bay rod, balances it out just right, something you can throw all day long. Great ceramic drag, great saltwater corrosion protection in case you get it wet. It's just a great all-around reel for your inshore fishing. This is all you need to do exactly what TJ and I did today on the water. You know, snook, redfish, trout, flounder, all kinds of species in the backcountry, jacks, you know, stuff you expect on a day like this time of year. But when you're with TJ, always expect the unexpected. And of all things, we're in the back, shallow, flat, just some few potholes, tides dropping out. Lo and behold, TJ jumps a tarpon.
Dude.
Oh.
Tarpon, you gotta be kidding me. That's
It is a
awesome.
little
It
tarpon,
is, it's
dude.
a tarpon. Oh, I got a bow on this one.
How cool
The
is
Little
that,
John.
dude?
Oh, I thought I saw a tarpon roll. Oh, he's off. Oh, it's still, dude. You kidding me? That's
Wow,
awesome.
That's unbelievable. Hey, that's a, wow.
Oh, man. Ain't nothing better than that.
TJ Stewart in the molting color. You're the one that turned me on to this color.
Dude, it is a good color, man.
It really is. You know, a lot of the oyster bars up and down the west coast of Florida, they offer great ambush points. A lot of bait and things kind of congregate around these structures, and it offers a great ambush point for game fish like speckled trout, redfish, snook, a lot of great species, flounder, can all be caught around these oyster bars.
Oh, I might have got my flounder. Got my flounder.
You did too.
Yes, I man!
Dude, there's nothing that bait won't
There
catch.
is nothing. Well, the last throw was a tarpon, and now I throw it back out there. And
Catch fodder. Very next cast.
Thank you, Marilure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Eric Bachnick, you the man.
Eric, you are the man.
Yeah. Wow. Such a great bait.
Oh,
So versatile.
unbelievable.
Easy to use.
Unbelievable.
Lasts a long time. And they make an XL in that too, so
Oh yeah.
when they get finicky and want a little bigger
Yeah.
baits, you can go to that XL. Cool fish.
Very cool.
Oh
Very
boy,
cool.
TJ. You know, one of the favorite things for me to do is to throw artificials with a good friend. Couldn't be any better way to spend a day than getting on a boat. My good friend, Captain TJ Stewart, even though he put it on me a little bit, still a great day on the water. We had a ton of fun, caught a ton of fish. Just a great way to spend a Real Animals day.